Hello and welcome to the Darkest Hour, the first impression show bringing you the first hour of chosen games. My name is Polymus Crime, and today we're taking a look at Black Sails, a new game that's popped up on Steam. I'm not sure whether it's based on the TV series Black Sails or not, we'll have to find out as we delve into the game. Gameplay wise, I believe it's similar to The Walking Dead and Telltale games and, point and click adventure games. So, stands a good chance it might be based on the TV series, but I'm not sure. Has the same name? Let's have a look. Taking a look at the settings menu first of all, this is pretty fucking poor. And not just because of the lack of options, the actual functionality of it. Right, if you want to change something here, there's no drop down box, there's no left or right, it's just, yep. No keyboard functions, just click on the mouse to scroll through them. Pretty poor. Look into that. However, it does support everything you might need, however, especially in resolution, but still, you need either a drop down box or a left and right so you can, like this, look at this, the gamma correction. Anti-aliasing doesn't even work. If I click on anti-aliasing, changes the resolution. Yeah, great options there. Okay, so gamma correction, let's say I want to change the gamma correction. Oh, but let's say that I don't like that. Can we go back? No, you've got to scroll through it all until you get to where you want to be. Yeah, pretty poor for a PC options menu. So let's just stick with it as we are for now. You've got a couple of audio options. In fact, you've got all the correct audio options, which I'm quite happy with. Music volume, believe it or not, is only at 30%, and yet it seems very loud. See how it turns out in the recording. Yep, well, that's it for the options menu. Not much, so let's jump into a new game. Hopefully things will get better. I don't know what to expect, I just like the look of it, and it looks very interesting. So let's see what we have. Nice comic book style cutscene. Quite like this. Okay, so are we sneaking onto the ship or off the ship? I guess we're sneaking onto it because we're still on it. As you can see, art style wise, it's very reminiscent of things like the Telltale games, the Walking Dead series, the what else did they do? They did Back to the Future, they did Tales of the Borderland recently, Game of Thrones, and they also did The Wolf Among Us, which I have but I haven't played yet. Looks amazing. I'm going to check that out soon.
Cursed storm.
Where are we?
Looks like the captain's cabin. But it's a total mess.
Doesn't look that
Hello?
much of a mess.
Wait, shouldn't we just...
Can't hurt to take a look around, can it?
How the fuck did you end up in the middle of the sea?
Right. Not bad.
Hey, what are you doing?
Keep your shirt on, okay?
I beg your pardon?
Till we've met the crew, we should be ready for anything.
You can't just walk around and steal things. Mr.
Drop the formalities. Call me Lex.
Lex. I'm Anna.
See? Wasn't that hard.
I think first
Hang
we
on.
should...
There's no we, understood? You do whatever suits you, but don't count me in.
Don't you see that all of this concerns both of us?
Don't you see that you're getting on my nerves?
Okay, your choice of answers during conversation will leave a lasting impression upon the conversational partners and will influence their actions. This box is very hard to make out. So is this text, which is pretty fucking poor. You know, so far I'm thinking like complete lack of thought for everything. The voice acting is not good, and neither is the dialogue. It's unbelievable what these people... I can't believe these two people that for somehow randomly met in the middle of the fucking ocean, climbed aboard a ghost ship, and they'd never met before. Fuck it, we'll both be abandoned in the middle of the ocean, why not? Even if I believe that fucking bullshit. Come on, can we not get some better dialogue? Okay, I'm going to put that aside, and the fact that it's indie, and it was cheap, and it doesn't come in episodes, it's just a full game, so let's have a look. Okay, if your actions are going to live up to poor manners, we'll run into serious trouble. Please let's try... Who am I? First of all, am I the bloke or the woman? I'm assuming I'm the woman because it's looking at the woman, but I could be talking to the woman. I don't know. Please let's try and find a way to get along, can we? It's a strain for both of us, but we'll get through it. I guess this is the... Like me, I'm rational. This is the sensible option, and this is the go fuck yourself option. Which one should we try?
It was a strain for both of us, but we'll get through it.
What just happened to us? You're never prepared for a thing like that.
Okay. Let's focus on how we can get out of here, alright? Please, let's go.
Pull yourself together, okay?
Hey, I'm doing fine.
Oh my god. I don't remember seeing you during the trip. Why did our ship sink so fast? What kind of ship is this? Where do you say you were heading? And I've lost my bag. Well, who gives a fuck about your bag? Where did you say you were heading? Obviously you're going to stick together because you're the only two people alive. What kind of ship is this? Maybe we'll go with that one. Why did our ship sink so fast? Not much you can do about it. And I don't remember seeing you during the trip. Who gives a fuck? But he does look kind of shifty. I'm going to go with
What
this
kind
one.
of ship is this?
A brigantine. Two-masted transport ship. Not brand new. 10, 15 years old at a guess. But there's something strange about this ship.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure.
I think
It
you
all
know
looks
what's
like it's
strange
been
about this fucking
put
ship.
together with miscellaneous odd parts. I mean, look around. Everything's kind of strange.
You seem to know a thing or two about ships.
I've been around. Even worked on one once.
I thought that our ship was blown far off any trading route during the storm. How could we bump into a trading ship out here?
That's true. A ship like this has got no business being in these waters.
If this is what it looks like inside the captain's cabin, I'm not fond of finding out the state of the rest of the ship.
Not so fast. Maybe the captain thought this was the best way to hide his riches.
Riches? What are you talking about?
A proper captain doesn't boast about what he's got hidden up his sleeve. You gotta look behind the scenes, if you get my drift.
Look behind the scenes if you get my drift? Who the fuck talks like that? I don't remember seeing you during the trip. Yeah, let's
I
do
don't
it.
remember seeing you during the trip.
Might be because I paid a little less for the trip, and I was put in slightly shabbier quarters than you.
Well, anyway, do you think there are other survivors? Maybe some made it into the lifeboats after all.
I was a bit too busy clinging onto that piece of wood while the storm was throwing us around to pay attention to anything else. What's most important is that I'm alive and well.
My word.
Why did our ship sink so fast?
We crashed into something, but no one on board saw what it was, which is hardly surprising considering it was pitch black that night.
I'd really like to know what happened.
That
I'm
night?
afraid we'll never find that out.
How long have you been floating at sea?
I've lost my bag.
Come again?
My bag. There are personal possessions inside. When I jumped into the water, I still had it on my shoulder.
Then maybe next time you should look after your stuff better.
Well, maybe you saw it when...
Sorry, didn't see it.
Where did you say you were heading?
I was on my way back to Europe. Quite like you, I reckon.
Of course, but what was your business there?
Well, what were you up to?
I'm a reporter for the daily newspapers back home in New York. I was supposed to write about Spain because their colonies in the New World are...
Blah, blah, blah. Doesn't really interest me.
You didn't say what you wanted to do in Europe.
Believe it or not, there's no place for a man like me in the New World.
What do you mean?
To be honest, I avoid talking about it.
I'm sorry. Let's talk later.
Probably the least organic conversation I've heard in years.
Locked.
Yeah, locked from the inside probably. Okay, so can we move about now? Yes, we can. Okay, so it's classic point and click adventure time. I'm hoping the gameplay's strong because so far in a game that is about, you know, an adventure game that's about, you know, narrative, talking to characters, interacting, voice acting and dialogue is pretty fucking poor. Okay, plot doesn't seem too bad. They was on a cruise ship that went down. They managed to find each other in the fucking ocean, clinging onto a piece of wood. I can hear screaming outside, and they managed to climb through the window of this fucking ghost ship. Let's move on, shall we?
Nothing but the sea.
Nothing but the sea. We can climb out the window, I guess. No, just open it.
The ship that we wanted to sail to Europe. It sunk somewhere out there.
Okay, well that's kind of noisy, so should we close the window, please? Can you close it? Thank you. Right, we've got to find some kind of key, I guess. I do like these kind of games, so hopefully we'll find...
The newspapers are rather old. There's not much that I can decipher. Well, one of the headlines tells about kidnapped and murdered children from Laje do Pico.
Laje do Pico. Hopefully the gameplay will... the puzzles and interaction will be better. Old
and rotten. Not a place for a good night's sleep.
You can sleep on the fucking floor? What else you got? Okay, there's a note. Oh my god, that looks evil to read. Let's do our best, shall we? Fast he sobs one of my nerves. Really hard to read that. With his chauffeur aboard his missing tasty, and now my pocket watch has vanished. This has got a line through it. Didn't know better than... Can we move this? No, we can't really interact with it at all. And we can't even pick it up by the looks of it.
It's completely empty. A nightcap for the captain?
Empty bottle of schnapps. What else do we have? We can talk to Lex. Let's go over here. I don't really want to talk to him. He's a bit of an asshole, to be fair.
Maybe we should just wait until someone opens the door from the other side.
I'll be fine on my own.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Okay then. Yeah, here's the smart. There's a combination lock on the chest. Well, I can't say that I've ever seen that before on a chest, but I guess it means that you have to find the combination from somewhere. So let's have a look around, see what we've got.
The drawer is locked.
What about this drawer?
This drawer doesn't have a handle and seems to be stuck.
Can we use something to wedge it?
The ink is dried and the feather looks ragged. Empty. Someone's been thirsty. It's got no wick and no oil.
You can sometimes tell what things you can interact with and what things you can't. I'm guessing this corkscrew, yeah, I can interact with it. It's kind of hand symbol. It's all pretty intuitive because it looks different to everything.
This might help me to open something.
Items from the adventure can be examined by dragging them onto the magnifying glass. Some will reveal additional secrets. Okay. See, again, I clicked to close that, and it registered me moving to the different part of the room.
The captain might summon the crew with it.
Leads me to believe that this game was not tested at all.
As if it was looking at me. The portrait of a beautiful woman. The picture's crooked. I should take a closer look. Let's see what this picture's about.
Steal the picture then. Items from the inventory can be combined with objects inside or outside of the inventory. Fine.
Could this be the captain?
Taking the note.
I'll take the note with me. That's strange. I feel a faint draft. Maybe there's something... There is, in fact, a ventilation grid behind the books. Screws hold it in place. Lots of books about all sorts of rubbish. Tons of doorstopper books. tons of doorstopper books.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll have a look around and try and figure out everything we can pick up and interact with first, and then we'll just piece the puzzles together. It shouldn't be too hard. We've got a corkscrew up here, a crooked picture, and a note. Let's have a look at this note, shall we?
It's a piece of paper. Someone scribbled numbers on it, and holes have been cut into it.
Okay, well, you can't move it around to examine it, you can't zoom in on it either. This is all that you've got, and we had a 3-digit combination, which could be one of those, it could be one of these. We also have holes cut out of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes cut out of it. Doesn't make much sense at the moment. We'll have a look at that in a
They're
second.
nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates.
Help, menu, objectives.
This thin wooden wall is blocked by something on the other side.
Okay.
This thin wooden wall is blocked by something on the other side. A wooden wall with a knothole. I wonder what's behind it. A wooden wall with a knothole. I wonder what's behind it.
Okay, well you can combine our items. Let's have a look at this.
What? There's a small key attached to the back of the picture.
Small key. I'm guessing it's for the drawer.
The drawer is locked. I've unlocked the drawer.
Wait a minute. Weren't you the one who got all hot under the collar just because I pocketed something?
I'm looking for a way to open this door. You intended to steal the captain's valuables. You really want to compare that?
Compare what you will.
Technically it is the same. He does have a point. Okay, gonna give me the mouse back. There we go. Take the note.
I'll take the note with me.
This passenger manifest. Crew list. Captain Charles... something. Wow. What about this drawer?
This drawer doesn't have a handle and seems to be stuck.
Is there another drawer here? Yeah, there is.
I've unlocked the drawer.
What's in this drawer? Just books?
That's a lot of books. There's no more room for them on the bookshelf. It's jam-packed. The ink is dried, and the feather looks ragged. A new handle for the drawer. I think I can open it now.
Okay, it's a little simple at the moment. Hopefully the puzzles will get
I'll
a bit
take the
harder.
note with me.
There's a new note. Let's have a look at this.
The photograph of a little girl. But the burned holes make her unidentifiable. And creepy.
Yeah, it says 275 on there also, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on there.
I can take a closer look at things with it. It's a news article. Someone scribbled some numbers on it.
Yeah, 42, 50. Let's try 275 in the chest first. And see if that works. Combination lock. Doesn't seem to be any way of doing anything with that. Leave. I guess it'll just open when you put the right combination in. Who knows, huh? Who knows? Okay, so if we combine this... with
If I
this-
place the notes on top of one another, they show some kind of code. It doesn't seem to make sense. Maybe something's missing.
876. Makes sense to me. Let's try that then. 876. No? Still nothing?
Only 3 numbers remain.
Only
If
3
I do it
numbers
like
remain.
this, I can see 3 numbers through the holes.
113. Yeah, you can also see this at 86. Okay, let's try 113. Or maybe 863. Try 863 first. 863. So you can't go up and down either, you can just scroll around.
That was
there
the
you
right
go.
combination.
There you go.
Let's see what's
863.
inside the chest.
What? How did you manage to open that lock?
The
Hacking.
captain seems to have a thing for puzzles. The combination was split and hidden in a couple of notes.
A crowbar would have done the trick faster.
If I put a crowbar in your hands, I'd be afraid of you wrecking the whole cabin.
Hey, don't be cheeky, lady. Well, whatever. But when you hit gold, I want to be the first to know.
Do we have a crowbar? Is it even worth saying if we had a crowbar we could do it faster? Because I don't believe it is. It looks like there's something
They're
behind
nailed
there.
tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates.
It does look like there's something behind there as well. Right, what do we have? We have a letter. Again, in some fucked up handwriting. I mean, it looks nice, pretty, but you can't read it. This is going to be the year. I can feel it in my veins. The business is going well. We certainly need to... something. The ocean's another dozen? Maybe 15 times? That's unless I can open up some more opportunities like the last one. When I'm wandering at the threshold, the next time we meet, your father will have no reason move to reject me. Have patience. Okay, complete bollocks is all I have to say about that. I'm taking the razor blade. Yoink.
I hope I won't cut myself with it.
I hope you don't either. And there's an amulet. Fuck knows what the amulet's for.
A strange amulet.
I don't think
They're
there's
nailed tight.
anything else.
I can't make out what was once written on the crate. The shaving razor is extremely sharp. Good that you can fold it up. The amulet looks almost like a key.
Does, don't it? Okay, so we've opened the drawers. Snap spot. We've already looked over there, actually. We've looked everywhere. So what do we have to do? We have this hole in the wall.
It's got no wick and no oil.
Nothing up there. Some crates, but
The door's locked.
it's locked, huh? What about the amulet?
Well, the amulet does have the shape of a key, but I can't use it with a normal lock.
Okay. How about, can we use it over here?
This thin wooden wall is blocked by something on the other side.
Okay, great. Can we use this here?
It doesn't fit here.
Okay, great. Exhausted that option. Right, I'm going to try and use the knife, or the razor blade, with the grid.
I'd probably cut all my fingers off with this knife while attempting to unscrew the ventilation grate.
Oh, she's such a wimp. Could I combine it with
I'll
that?
just cut myself. It doesn't fit here.
Okay, I can't use either of those two things on that either. What about him? Do you reckon he's got anything interesting to say?
Maybe we should just wait until someone opens the door from the other side.
I'll be fine on my own.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Okay then.
This setup doesn't look very trustworthy. The ropes are creaking worryingly. I'll just cut myself. I'll just cut myself.
See a pattern? I don't think she's going to be using that knife. Can't see the point of it so far. Oh, there's that fucking letter again. We don't need that so far, do we? What else do we have over here? Is there anything we can actually interact with? Schnapps bottle. Bed. Bed.
This setup doesn't look very trustworthy. The ropes are creaking worryingly. The clothesline leads behind the wall and is tied to a beam. I don't want to cut the rope. It would suffice to open the knot. A wooden wall with a knothole. I wonder what's... I'll just cut myself. They're nailed tight.
Doesn't look like
I
she
can't
could
make out what was once written on the crates.
fuck all with that knife, which is a shame. Can I give it to him?
I appreciate his unkempt look.
Okay, fair enough. What happened to the pictures that I
It
had?
shows a large ship in a harbor. As if it was looking at me. It doesn't fit here. Screws hold it in place.
Look, screws hold it in place, so we need something to unscrew it with. You'd have thought the razor blade would work.
I'd probably cut all my fingers off with this knife while attempting to unscrew the ventilation grate.
Yeah, but you probably won't, so how about we try it?
It's got no wick and no oil. Empty. Someone's been thirsty.
Take the spoon, no, the drawer. Can't take the corkscrew.
The picture shows a beautiful woman. She seems lonely. The captain might summon the crew with it.
Ah.
There are some Saki documents inside.
Soggy
There are some
documents?
Saki documents inside.
Press help, it tells you everything you can interact with. Right, what's that? Not.
The rope goes behind the wall. Might work, but maybe there's another way. I'll try that.
How did you do that? Let's take a look. That sloughed fox has built himself a secret chamber. And inside is, what the hell is that?
Maybe we can find something here to get the door open.
The pipes go into the floor. Probably into the cargo hold. What the hell have they built down there? Maybe it's best not to bump into those guys.
Are you always that negative?
You haven't got a clue about what a crew is capable of doing in order to keep a secret. Especially one like this. And what they're capable of doing to people that they find sniffing around. Like us.
Yep, well, I don't understand that mechanic where it says maybe this would work, maybe it wouldn't. Obviously it worked. Defective carriage.
The broken part has to go.
Okay, valve.
Gas is escaping from the machine. I'd better put a container over the leak.
Okay, clothesline.
This might come in handy.
Yeah, it might. There's harpoon.
Boy, that thing is heavy.
Just yoinks. So she puts that clothesline and the harpoon in her pocket. This does have some comedy value, can't really argue with that.
This
Gas
is used to fill
outlet.
up gas cartridges. Looks like the gas is used. It's empty and it's broken.
What are we going to do for a gas cartridge then? What else can we interact with here?
A row of small portholes. There's hardly any light coming through. It's got no wick and no oil.
Right, there's not much we can actually do, to be fair with you. We have clothesline and a harpoon.
Now I've got a kind of anchor.
Yeah, but I don't see what the point in it is. What do we need an anchor for? Any idea?
It's empty and it's broken.
Where's the
There's no
valve?
gas cartridge connected. The gas would simply leak out. This is used to fill up gas cartridges. Looks like the gas is used to light up the ship.
Where am I going to get that from? What about this?
It doesn't fit here.
You sure it doesn't fit here?
It doesn't fit here. It's empty and they're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates. As if it was looking at me. Not the right job for an anchor. Not the right job for an anchor. The door's locked.
Let's just go outside now.
Don't you feel guilty about rummaging through other people's stuff?
I'll be fine on my own.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Pretty obvious. It's not that obvious. I don't see anything else that we can interact with.
Not the right job for an anchor.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do with an anchor.
I'd need to attach the anchor somewhere first, or this would be quite a waste.
Where can we attach it to?
They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crate. Not the right job for an anchor.
What is it?
Not the right job for an anchor.
It says we've got to... Come on.
Not the right job for an anchor.
Yeah, there's something I can actually do with that. What's that there? I need a gas canister, which I can't figure out how to do because you can't do shit with these, even though that would be my first guess. There's no bolts on anything.
This setup doesn't look very trustworthy. The ropes are creaking worryingly.
How come I don't have the knife anymore either?
Old and rotten. Not a place for a good night's sleep. Not the right job for an anchor. It's completely empty. A nightcap for the captain? Not the right job for an anchor. It doesn't fit here.
I don't know. I'm not sure what
It's
to
got
do.
no wick and no oil.
Okay, so the puzzles are decent enough, even though they are a little elementary. They do make sense. You know, they're not completely random, like use a horse with a key to make a kite. They do actually make sense, and everything seems pretty intuitive when it comes to gameplay. Gameplay is not bad. I don't really like the dialogue at all. I think it's really poor. I think they could have done a much better job with it. And the voice acting, while slightly better than the dialogue, still isn't really good enough for this kind of genre. It's not too bad if you're talking about an all-out action game or something that doesn't focus so much on a story and a plot. Whereas an adventure game really does need to have those things in place. So hopefully they'll be able to, it'll get better, or they can look at it for a future game. At the moment, that doesn't work out. The gameplay's not too bad though.
The ink is dried, and the feather looks ragged. It doesn't fit here.
I am stuck, but that's a good thing. It's good that it's not fucking way too easy. What's that?
These old pipes are huge. The rusty deposits on them suggest that they're leaking. Not the right job for an anchor. Not the right job for an anchor. There's no gas cartridge connected. The gas would simply leak out.
It says that I've got to put an anchor somewhere where it's solid, but there's nowhere really solid to put it on. Doesn't make much sense, does it? Maybe the door lock, what do you reckon?
The anchor is attached to the door.
Say, what on earth are you doing now?
Trying to get out.
Interesting try. Getting a bit seasick, are we?
Just wait and see. That doesn't get me anywhere. That doesn't get me anywhere.
It doesn't, what do you mean it doesn't get you anywhere? I didn't think an anchor would be what...
That doesn't get me anywhere. The door's locked.
Ah. Because it's still in my inventory, I guess I can use it for something else, which is really fucking stupid, but... Hi.
Oh, this must be the most stupid idea that I've ever... Huh?
There you go. I guess that kind
If
of
you'd
makes
helped
sense.
me to crack the lock, this would have been much easier.
Just stood there and did fuck all, didn't they? Okay, let's have a little mosey around. See what we can
Done!
find.
The door's open. Let's go look for the captain.
Just a moment.
What now?
I haven't quite finished reading the logbook, and there's other bits of paper lying around.
You mean that you haven't got enough loot?
You've got a problem with that?
I've had enough. I'm off.
Oh, no you don't. You're staying right here.
Get off. Careful!
Well, I can't say that I feel bad.
I didn't want that to happen.
Oh, he's bleeding.
I can't breathe. My ribs. I think I broke some.
You're bleeding.
I can't feel my legs.
If it's bleeding from the ass. Ass bleeding! It's your own fault, you need... Yeah, it's your own fault.
It's your own fault.
You think that's funny?
Yep.
Maybe you'll learn something from it.
I'll make a note of it.
Oh my god. Lex, stay with me. Don't pass out.
I think I'm hurt real bad. I might not make it.
Fuck him, who cares about him? He's an asshole. Don't say that, help me, what should I do? It really doesn't look that bad.
It really doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna help you.
These crates. You need to get them off of me somehow.
Okay, maybe I can just lift them off.
Hurry, damn it.
Don't pass out. I'm gonna try.
I'll do my best.
Clicking on the task symbol in the bottom left hand corner shows the current objectives.
The crates. You need to get them off me somehow.
Hold on. I'll be back in no time.
Damn it! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I was trying to lift the crates, but they're too heavy for me.
And shoving them down over my leg wasn't really helpful. Damn it! That hurts. Maybe you can make them lighter somehow.
How would I make them lighter? I'll be back.
Hey, where are you going? You can't just leave me like this.
I thought I might be able to find some help.
I'd be crushed until then. Get these crates off me!
Okay, so I actually have to do something with the crates.
Damn it! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I was trying to lift the crates, but they're too heavy for me.
And shoving them down over my leg wasn't really helpful. Damn it! That hurts. Maybe you can make them lighter somehow.
How am I going to make them lighter? Free her from the fallen. open the door to the captain. Okay, well we've done that. Back off.
It's empty and it's broken.
The only way that I can think of to make them lighter is to fill the room with water.
These old pipes are huge. The rusty deposits on them suggest that they're leaking. It doesn't fit here.
It's the only item I have, really.
They're nailed tight. I can't make out what was once written on the crates.
Ah, damn it! What are you doing?
I'm sorry, I was trying to lift the crates, but they're too heavy for me.
Ugh! And shoving them down over my leg wasn't really helpful. Damn it! That hurts. Maybe you can make them lighter somehow.
Maybe you can make them lighter somehow. How would you make them lighter? Like I said, the only way that I can think of is to let some water in here, and the only way that I can think to do that is to break the pipe. I don't have anything to break the pipe with.
The ship that we wanted to sail to Europe, it sunk somewhere out there.
Let's close that, it's kind of noisy. It sounded like I just closed the door. Is he really not going to let me leave this room until I've helped her?
Hey! Where are you going? You can't just leave me like this!
Okay.
I'd be crushed in...
Shut up. Okay, so I have to do that before I can even leave the room, which is fucking retarded. There's a stopper.
I've opened the lid. Lots of pepper sprinkled onto the floor.
Move the crate now. Yes, you can.
You did it. It's about time. I don't think that I've broken anything.
Your leg, it's bleeding. We need to stop the blood.
Wait. We should disinfect the wound before bandaging it.
I'll look around for bandages and disinfectant.
Bandages and disinfectant? Where the frick am I going to get that from? Okay, now I can leave the room.
Hello? Anybody here? Maybe they've all gone to bed?
Anna! Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Did you meet anyone yet?
No, but I've hardly stepped out of the captain's cabin yet. Besides that, it doesn't really look so inviting around here.
Oh, there's a gas canister there, we'll take that.
I'll take this with me.
It's getting kind of dark.
I can't see anything. It's pitch black in here. It's too dark in here. I've got to find a way to turn on the light.
Light switch maybe?
It's too dark in here. I've got to find a way to turn on the light.
Okay, the only thing I can think of is go back to the room, put the gas canister in, maybe do something with that. Captain's cabin. Is he dead
So,
yet?
what's going on?
It's pitch black outside. I need to find some light.
The crew? Met anyone?
At least not on this deck. How's the injury?
I feel weak. I'm still bleeding.
Wait, I'll just grab a blanket from back there. Or a rag from the clothesline.
Ugh. I'm not in that much of a hurry. Maybe you'll find some clothes that are slightly cleaner? Or even better, some actual bandages?
All right. I'll keep looking some more. But if you begin to pass out, I'll have to use these dirty rags on you.
I'm sure you'll find some nice clean bandages somewhere. In an emergency, we can make do with your blouse.
How charming.
Okay, well, let's use that here. Let's use that.
This should work.
What was that done?
What are you doing there? You're gonna kill us both.
I don't know. The machine just sprung to life.
Machine? To me, that sounds more like a monster breathing. Somewhere deep down inside the belly of the ship.
I couldn't have known something like this would happen.
Well, apart from the sound, nothing has changed. Which is a good thing, because I don't think I could survive a second ship sinking today.
Always moaning. Okay, well, I'm not quite sure what that did. I'm hoping it maybe turned the lights on. Let's have a look.
It's too dark in here. I've got to find a way to turn on the light.
It doesn't look that dark. Okay, maybe not. There's not much I can do
Gas
here.
cartridges can be attached here to supply the lamps with gas.
Ah, supply the lamps with gas. So can I do anything with the lamp now? Old lamp, decibel.
It's got no wick and no oil. It's empty and it's broken. This is used to fill up gas cartridges. Looks like the gas is used to light up the ship. The cartridge has already been filled. Now, if this isn't gonna help me, nothing is.
Sure.
The pipe should be filled with gas again, so the lamp should work again.
Which lamp should work again?
Now, if this isn't gonna help me, nothing is. The pipe should be filled with gas again, so the lamp should work again. It's too dark in here. I've got to find a way to turn on the light.
What lamp are you talking about?
Gas cartridges can be attached here to supply the lamps with gas.
Okay, if you can figure out what lamp they are talking about, because this lamp,
It's got no wick and no oil.
no good. This lamp, no good. This lamp, no good. But I think we're going to call an end to that Darkest Hour, our first impressions of Black Sails. It doesn't remind me of the TV series, though I think some of the names are very similar. It's not quite as good as the TV series, which I actually enjoy. I've watched it a few times, but I didn't see the first couple of episodes. I saw it late in, which is a bit backwards. You shouldn't really do that, but still. If you're a fan of the TV series, maybe check this out. I can't wholeheartedly recommend this because the dialogue and the voice acting is pretty poor so far. The gameplay is not too bad, the puzzles are not too bad, they're pretty obvious. The gameplay is intuitive and it seems to flow quite nicely, so that's pretty good. And it's sort of good for the price as well. Like, I think it was £6, which is, you know, decent enough as long as it's a full game. However, there are a lot of things wrong with it. The options menu for a start off, this ridiculous fucking text, which I know is appropriate to the time era of where this is supposed to be set, but come on, man. We're talking about a video game. It's really hard to read that. You could probably do a better job with it. The options menu was fucking poor. The dialogue's poor. Yeah, it definitely has areas where this game could seriously be improved. But if you're willing to overlook that, and you want a new adventure game while you're waiting for something else to come out, there you go, Black Sails. It's $6.99. It runs pretty good. It doesn't look too bad either. It definitely doesn't look great, but graphics are not necessarily a problem. It's got it is all 3D, I believe, because it sort of spans around, but it's got some nice art style that does remind me of The Walking Dead and the Telltale era. It looks like it's definitely trying to replicate Telltale, but it's nowhere near as good because of the dialogue and the voice acting, which is, to me, is a deal breaker. So if it's not a deal breaker for you, check it out. That's Black Sails. However, this has been the end to the first hour, the darkest hour first impressions. I'm going to keep playing it and see how far I get, and if I do manage to finish it, do a review and tell you what I think of the whole thing. So far, it's only average, I'm afraid. See what you think. If you like what you see, go check it out. I've been Partners Crime. Till next time, I'll see you soon.